Welcome. This is QuickMortgageOut Spreadsheet and Mail Merge Templates Video Tutorial Advanced. My name is Jeffrey Smith. Now in this video tutorial we'll show the spreadsheet QuickMortgageOut for buying an income property and getting cash back at closing. Here we have set up the spreadsheet with a sample $1 million fair market value of the asset and a hard money loan at 10.5%. We intend to get cash back at closing of 10% with a 36% down payment to the seller. The cash will come from, in this data row, from the selling the senior note to a note buyer. In the second data row, we're using a hard money lender with the same parameters. We have set up the best buyer rows with a note buyer and a lender. Using the Join button, we will join all of the portfolio rows with all of the best buyer rows. Now, something to be aware of is that we will get all of the rows of the portfolio table joined with all of the rows of the best buyer table, and not all best buyers want to see all of the deals. For example, we have a best buyer in row number 2 that is a lender. He does not want to see the deals involving buying a note. He's not a note buyer. And the same thing for the other row is this is a master note buyer. He does not want to see the hard money rows. So after we do the join, we click Trim Join. This will delete the rows that don't fit the criteria. And now we can save the modified mail merge data. All right. Now we can go into the mail merge templates. Do a join all as PDF. This will detect that the mail merge data has been produced by the join operation. All right, those PDF files are saved. Produce the letter of introduction for lenders. Join all. Then the note buyer letter of introduction. Join all. Now we're going to send out a request for financing to all of my best buyers. Now to do this, we're going to do a join and mail as PDF. This presents the requester. We select the split option. We're going to split the emails based on the best buyer email. I'm going to send this to myself rather than to these fake best buyer email addresses. All right. I provide sample text. You can edit this any way you want. This is for ease of use. Control A, select all. Control V to paste. If you preview, it will perform the substitution on the first data row. Now here we're going to attach two other user files in addition to the current file that's being generated. We're going to build the attach file name here by adding the path substitution variable and the text. Now during processing, the substitution fields will be replaced with the current value. The ampersand suffix substitution provides the suffix, for example, -b1-x1, -b2-x2, so that the recipient receives the PDF attachment that's appropriate for that recipient. Path, add. Now during the processing, emails will be split according to this key field, sent to this target address. If you want, you could replace this address with the field of the best buyer. For example, best buyer email. That's the typical way to split the emails. But I don't want to send the emails to the fake email addresses in this example. Okay, and let's go. The PDF files are generated, and then the emails are split according to the differentiator, the best buyer email address. Okay. Now we go into Microsoft Outlook. And there are the emails. Look at this send. So this one went to the note buyer. This is the body of the text that was filled in with the appropriate substitution data. We can look at the note buyer introduction. This is sent to the master note buyer. This is the letter of intent that will be sent to the property seller, describing how we're going to pay $1 million for this property. And this is the request for financing from the note buyer. This text is all dynamic from the mail merge data. The dynamic text from the mail merge data includes customization for whether this is a lender or a note buyer request. Looking at the lender email, letter of introduction is slightly different, customized to the best buyer. The letter of intent to the seller is also slightly customized in terms of what we want to do with the senior and junior tranches. Blended financing is the same thing. Either way, you're getting a blended annual interest rate of 5.5% with a debt coverage ratio of 1.6. That's how we arrive at the capitalization rate. Request for financing. Slightly different. This is to a lender, like a hard money lender, so it talks about doing a cash out refinance and the parameters that are relevant for the lender. Now, typically what you would do is you would build your list of best buyers, and I've run this with as many as 10 best buyers, and the software will split the emails according to whether it's a hard money lender or a note buyer, and separate out all the data that's appropriate. This has been the advanced video tutorial for QuickMortgageOut for joining portfolio data with best buyer data. My name is Jeffrey Smith. Thank you for your support.